A world where AI, the most transformative force of our time, slips out of the iron grip of trillion-dollar titans and lands in your hands, free, unshackled, yours to wield on a beat-up laptop. Sounds like a sci-fi fever dream, right? Well, Alibaba's KW-32B just made it real, and it's not just a model. It's a Molotov cocktail lobbed at the closed-source castles of DeepSeek, R1 and its ilk. This isn't about geeky specs or benchmark bragging rights. It's about who gets to own the future. Stick with me, because by the end, you'll see why this clash could rewrite everything you thought you knew about AI, and maybe even hand you the keys to join the fight. Let's peel back the curtain. KW-32B clocks in at a lean 32 billion parameters, a featherweight next to DeepSeek, R1's 671 billion parameter juggernaut. Logic says the bigger beast should steamroll it, more parameters, more power, right? Wrong. In real-world slugfests like mathematical reasoning and code generation, KW-32B doesn't just keep up, it often lands the knockout punch. How? Efficiency, so slick it's borderline witchcraft, dynamic sparse activation, where only 5.5% of its neurons fire per task, turning a lightweight into a heavyweight champ. DeepSeek, R1, for all its brawn, lumbers under its own weight, guzzling compute like a V8 engine in a Prius world. But here's where the plot thickens. KW-32B isn't locked behind paywalls or cloud APIs. You can download it, tweak it, run it on gear you already own. Take a Shenzhen startup I heard about, scraping by on a shoestring. They ditched DeepSeek, R1's $10,000 monthly cloud bill, grabbed two RTX 4090s for $3,000, and deployed KW-32B locally. Same brain power, a fraction of the cost. Survival, not just savings. Now, don't get me wrong, DeepSeek, R1 isn't some toothless relic. It's a titan in its own right, a closed-source colossus that's found a cozy home on Amazon Bedrock, serving up enterprise-grade muscle for those who can foot the bill. Its 671 billion parameters churn through tasks with a precision that's downright surgical. Think climate simulations or logistics optimization. That'd make KW-32B sweat. But that's the catch. You're renting it, not owning it. Every API calls a toll, every tweak a negotiation with the gatekeepers. KW-32B flips that script. Under the Apache 2.0 license, it's a gift to the commons. Alibaba's not just using it to power their bots, they're feeding every tweak back into the wild, sparking a wildfire of innovation. A week ago, some devs quantized it to run on a single RTX 3060 with barely a hiccup. That's not a model, that's a movement. So why does this matter? Because it's not just tech, it's power. Imagine a kid in a basement, armed with KW-32B, building an AI app that rivals Google's best, no VC funding required. Or a small factory in Guangzhou, slashing costs with local AI, while big tech's cloud bills bleed them dry. This is AI democracy. Brains unshackled from bank accounts, handed to the 99%. But here's the flip side, freedom's messy. Open source means anyone can grab it, twist it, weaponize it. Deepfakes? Cyber attacks? KW-32BS, a loaded gun in a world that's barely got a holster. DeepSeek, R1's lockbox might stifle innovation, but it's a damn sight safer. Corporate control trades chaos for chains. Which poison do you pick? Let's zoom out. This isn't just Alibaba versus DeepSeek, it's China flexing muscle in a global AI cage match. KW-32BS, a chess move, open source as a Trojan horse, sidestepping US chip bans with domestic silicon like Biren's TM106. Meanwhile, DeepSeek, R1's tethered to NVIDIA's leash, a pawn in America's cloud-first game. Alibaba's betting on the crowd, 100,000 derivative models on Hugging Face say they're winning. But DeepSeek's got its own ace, enterprise trust, AWS backing, a fortress of stability in a wild west of code. The stakes? A future where AI's either a public square or a private fiefdom. Flaws? Sure. KW-32B stumbles on deep science, lags in nuance where DeepSeek, R1 shines. It's not perfect, but perfection's overrated when the crowd's fixing it daily. DeepSeek, R1's polished, but you'll pay through the nose for that sheen. So here's the rub. KW-32BS, a spark, brilliant, volatile, uncontainable. It's not about who's better, it's about who's freer. A Shenzhen coder told me he felt like he'd stolen fire from the gods. Maybe he has. This is just the opening shot. Next time, we're diving into the dark underbelly, security holes, ethical landmines, the geopolitical powder keg this revolution's lighting. You won't want to miss it. Subscribe, because this isn't just AI. It's the fight for tomorrow, and you're in the ring whether you know it or not.